I turned 25 in 2025, about a month ago, and I really feel like these last couple years of my life have been the biggest life lessons. Sometimes I just wish we were pre-installed with all this information, but obviously life is about the experience. Still, if there were 25 things I could go back in time and tell myself, these would be the ones. But before we get too much into it, hello beautiful people on the internet, my name is Jade and welcome back to my channel. I post a lot of lifestyle content, a lot of wellness content, a lot of self-help content. Basically, I live my life showing you guys the whole process and then I tell you all the things that I learned along the way. And this is a great video to prove that. But my 25 things I wish I knew before I turned 25. Starting with the first one. Beauty standards will change over time, so find a look that you love and stick to it. If you know lore about me, you know I was severely bullied on TikTok for the way that I look, and at the time it was the worst thing for me to hear. I was depressed. I never wore makeup. I was in an abusive relationship. I was going through a lot and I was not mentally in a place where I could handle it. There is quite literally nothing that excuses that ever in the entire world. But if there was one thing that I wish I could keep reminding myself of, it's that even if everyone in the world thinks I'm ugly right now, it is a time period. Different features that we sometimes think are objectively unattractive, someone else is gonna love or someone would love in a different time period. Honestly, beauty is what's trending, at least externally. The most beautiful thing you could be is just a good person, but everything on the outside, it doesn't really matter. What really matters is finding a look that you love and that you're confident in. Number two, being able to say no is more important than being able to say yes. Saying yes is pretty easy most of the time. Yeah, sometimes you don't really commit, but still saying yes is usually easier than the premise of like rejecting something or someone, especially when you're around really pressuring and pushy people. Being able to stay true to your boundaries and knowing what you're okay with and what you're gonna accept is honestly a really powerful skill to have. One that I have definitely not mastered yet, but I know that I feel the best and most confident when I know without a doubt what I want to say no to, and I can follow through on that. Number three, your attachment styles and your triggers will affect every single relationship you have moving forward, not just your romantic one. This will affect your relationship with your family members, your coworkers, your friends, everyone. It even affects your relationship with yourself, believe it or not. If you have anything but a secure attachment, that is something you need to address and work on, regardless of if you're dating anyone or not, because it will show up all the time and it's just gonna show up much harder in a romantic relationship. Number four, sleep, nutrition, hydration, and movement are not optional. They are necessary. I don't really think I need to say more on this. These are basic human needs. They are requirements. I know that a lot of us think that we can trick the system, and you simply cannot. They are biological components for us. Number five, diet is not just about your weight. It affects your mood, your energy, your focus. Do you want to be happy? Do you want to have energy and motivation? Do you want to be able to focus? Well, then take care of your diet. Putting bad stuff in your body will cause you to be less productive. Number six, you can decide you're gonna have a good day just as easily as you can decide you're gonna have a bad one. We decide to be in a bad mood and to have a bad day just on our own accord for no reason all of the time. It is in your power to wake up and decide today is gonna be a good day and I'm gonna choose to look at everything in a positive lens. And I'm not saying that this is an overnight adjustment. Obviously it takes time, but we have programmed ourselves to think negatively and to have bad days because that's what we want to feel. You can just as easily decide to have a good day. Number seven, over communication will never be as much of a problem as under communication. If someone has issues with you asking questions, explaining your feelings, or just wanting to have a conversation, they are the problem. Sorry, not sorry. Number eight, vulnerability is scary, but obviously very worth it. I'm not saying that every single time you put yourself out there, you're gonna feel like it was a good decision, but a lot of the times you will feel better about trying. Number nine, your partner does not complete you. You complete yourself and your partner is icing on the cake. This is something I always want to stress. You are everything that you will ever need, and all of your relationships are just a bonus. The more you think your partner is everything that you need and is the thing that keeps you together, the more unhealthy that relationship is and the more likely it is to not keep you together. Number 10, your intuition and your instinct will sometimes guide you better than your logic will. Honestly, most times it will. Your gut knows you really well. This is not to be confused with anxiety, although sometimes it can feel similar. Your gut feeling should not make you nervous. It should feel very right and very correct without the stress. Number 11, social media is not reality. This is an obvious one. I know we talk about this all the time, but honestly, social media is a highlight reel. People choose what they want to show to you, and sometimes they do show you some real parts of their lives, but it isn't true. I mean, as honest and as real as I try to be with you guys, there's still a lot that you don't see. There's a lot of behind the scenes. So do not compare the life that you spend with yourself, that every single second you spend in your own body, to someone's few hours that they have in a week. Number 12, failure is feedback. No, we don't like to hear this one, but every time something goes wrong for you, you are learning something. Every single thing that you mess up is teaching you a lesson. Everything that goes wrong is a win. It is something you are learning from. Number 13, journaling will unpack a lot of things that you couldn't break through otherwise. Reflection is a very, very powerful tool. Sometimes you just need to write something out, even talk it out. And a lot of times that will do you a lot better than just thinking about it. Number 14, you can reinvent yourself at any age. Until the day you are in the ground, you have as many chances as you are willing to take. Sure, it takes a lot of grit, but you can do it. It is possible. There is no age limit for changing your life. Number 16, life is long. Do not rush your big decisions. I know sometimes, especially around my age, in your 20s or in your teens, you really think you need to have the entire timeline, the entire life plan, but you really don't. If you rush through your big decisions, you're gonna spend more time regretting them than you will be enjoying the good decision that you made because you took your time and really thought about it. Number 17, don't ignore subtle signs of burnout. Learning to detect them will save you so much pain. Number 18, don't make very long-term decisions in the first year of a relationship. This is very, very niche and maybe not for everyone. I'm not saying that it never works out or that's not possible, but I just think a general good rule to follow in relationships is to have that first year, let things settle before you decide that you want to move in, that you want to marry this person, all of that stuff, because you're just in a different headspace. If you're still feeling that way after a year, that is great, and then I'm sure you're gonna make a lot better decisions than you would at 1 month because you're not in that relationship haze. Just give yourself some time. Like I said earlier, you don't have to rush big decisions. You have all the time in the world. Number 19, passive scrolling steals hours of your life without you even recognizing it. I almost guarantee you, everyone who's watching this right now, if you go check your screen time, you're gonna be disappointed. If you think about all the hours that adds up to, all the time throughout your entire life that you have spent just looking at a screen, doing absolutely nothing, just brain rotting, I know you're gonna be upset. Let's just be honest. We all do it. So you can delude yourself and say that it's not affecting you too much, but you know it probably is. Number 20, multitasking is not a flex. It's a distraction from deep work and true focus. I know you think you're doing more when you're able to work on 3 different things at once, but you're not, because you're not giving any of them your full attention. If you want to get real good, productive work done, you literally just need to lock in and do nothing else besides that. That is the real flex, especially in today's society. Number 21, adventure doesn't have to be expensive. Romanticizing your life and doing little whimsical things day to day, it keeps life fun. Walk a different way, turn on a new TV show that you've never heard of, give yourself a little bubble bath, start a new project, like literally do whatever you want. You have free will, and sometimes we need to break up the monotony of life. Number 22, confidence is built, not inherited. I was in denial about this for so long, but like truly, you have to build that shit into yourself. It is a skill. You're not just born, like literally put onto this earth thinking you're just the most sexy person alive, you're so smart, you're so perfect, everyone loves you. You're also not necessarily built being insecure either, but society starts ingraining these things into you, and you can choose a route. It might seem like even when you're trying to say those manifestations, to saying those affirmations every single day, that nothing is changing, but over time it happens and you'll notice it and you'll be like, why didn't I do this sooner? If I could have just made myself confident and made myself believe in myself years ago, I would have done it. Well, you can, I promise you. Number 23, learning to pivot is just as important as being able to stick to your plans. I know a lot of times we have this structure and we're like, this is everything we're gonna do. This is the to-do list, this is the schedule, and if we do anything less than this, we are a complete failure. But once you get good at pivoting and you don't spiral every single time something doesn't go as planned, you'll realize that nothing ever goes as planned. And the only way you can keep your sanity is learning how to adjust. Number 24, your inner dialogue shapes your entire reality. Guard it. And I mean it. You don't need to beat yourself up. Every negative thing you say to yourself, you're literally allowing yourself to get worse. You're saying that's what you want for yourself. Protect your mentality. Try not to say literally anything that is rude to yourself. Treat yourself as if you were your best friend. And number 25, the right people will accept your standards, your needs, and your boundaries without question. I promise you, there's a person out there that gets you. There's actually multiple. Like, there's a lot. And you might not have everything in common with them. You might not like all the same things. You might not have the same personality, but they will respect you enough to not disregard what you need and who you are as a person. And that's all. Wow. It's crazy. I could have just showed myself this, like, what, 10-minute long video like 10 years ago. And if I really internalized that, just think about how much better I would have been. Whatever. I can't go back in time. So I guess I might as well just take this all in now and live true to everything I'm saying, just like you should. But that's all I have for you guys. If you resonate with any of this, comment down below which one really spoke to you, or just leave any comment, honestly. While you're at it, if you also like this video, be sure to leave a like, and if you're feeling generous, you can even subscribe. I do hope to see you guys all in the next video, but if not, bye-bye.